subjugates, oh God, that's a big word, it puts women in an inferior position to men, right? Like men treat women poorly, right? And so this is very unique for Pilar to have this position of leadership, all right? But this is part of the movement, right? The Republican movement in Spain was to sort of overthrow old values and start something new. All right, Maria. What do we know about Maria? Who's Maria? She's a girlfriend? Who's love interest? Roberto's. What else? What happened to Maria's father? He died. I've hinted pretty strongly that something bad's happened to him. Her father was executed, right? Who executed her father? Who's our big antagonist in the story? The F word, conveniently. The fascists. And remember, basically, after this happened, right, she went a little bit crazy. And she was left with the fascists. And a lot of terrible stuff happened to her. And Pilar and Pablo, right, after they killed the fascists, Pilar ensured that she was saved, right? Because she, was really sick. So, Pilar yelled at all the soldiers and everyone to take care of her, right, and bring them back to where they were camping out. Come, Laura. We can talk about Augustine later, but I want to talk about Anselmo. Who's Anselmo? He is an old man. That's all you're going to give him. He's an old man. I wish I was in as good a shape as him. I'm less than half of his age. He's in much better shape than me. How old is he? Do you remember? 68. But what is his job?
Guide.
Yeah, he's a guide. Good memory.
Guide?
He's a guide
Oh.
for Roberto. Right? And it's very important too, and they discuss it in the first few pages of the story. He's very trustworthy, right? So, I don't know if you picked up on this in the beginning of the story, but where is Robert as far as in Spain? Where is he in Spain? This is kind of a vague question. Robert is behind enemy lines. You know what that means, right? So let's say here's our Spain right here. Alright? And this is not accurate at all, okay? But let's say here's the anti-fascist coalition. Right? And this is the fascists. So what Robert's job is in the beginning, right, is he's going over these lines. Is this a safe job to do?
No.
Right, exactly. So he's going over these lines, right? And what he has to do is he has to find people who are loyal to the Republican cause, right? To the anti-fascist cause, right? So this is a really difficult job. Find them. And then what he's doing is sort of, subverting them from the inside, which is like weakening them from the inside, right? Blowing up bridges, doing various kinds of damages, that sort of thing. So, and that's why Anselmo being a trustworthy guide is so important, and finding these people to match up with. Because the anti-fascists in the beginning of the story are trying to launch an offensive against the fascists. So let's take a look at the title and the epigraph. What's an epigraph? This was one of your words a while back. We remember we had epigram, epitaph, and epigraph. Epithet as well, I forgot about that too. Very good. Epigraph is the quotation at the beginning of it. Epitaph is what's on your tombstone. Remember R.I.P. That's an epitaph. Epigram is a witty saying. So, for whom the